still very distant, so we'll pivot instead to the east. Maybe, just maybe. Ooh, well, we did at the very least find said entrance. If I swap into our cold resistance, we lose 2 armor class, but I guess I don't really need the poison resistance from the ring mail anymore, now that we have it on our cloak. So I should just leave that bad boy, right? Acrobat can go for now as well. Berserk potions I actually probably should just drop. I don't see myself really using them at any point. Okay, I have 1 pip of cold resistance. You kids definitely deal more damage than I'd like. This is maybe where the Wand of Flame gets to have its day in court here. Or, you know, just stab them because that works way better anyway. Maybe should have done that from the start, but all's well that ends well. And perfect. Not too shabby. And kind of shocked at how smooth this is going. I'm guessing our ending is going to be like a frost giant, and I don't know how well suited I am to take out a frost giant. If we get lucky enough that we're fully charged up and can just merge spirits and souls with the son of a gun, then we shouldn't be in too much trouble. We're almost at merge now, but I'm not sure if this was the final room. Needed to kind of try and keep ourselves in combat. Oh, looks like it was the final room in this direction, but did not have anything of note. Ooh, I hate that alarm trap configuration. An ice statue, so we're just going to get constant summoned ice beasts that are probably going to trigger those bad boys. Don't love that for sure. Wand of Fire doesn't do much against you, my friend. Oh, I was about to say might just have to bite the bullet, and then I did accidentally do exactly that. Whoopsie daisies. Well, we'll see. Does Big Bad come out too? Hello? Is there anyone else? Maybe? Oh shoot, there probably is someone else. Well, ooh, a Scarf of Resistance I would definitely love to see, and I should immediately put on this protection from Cold Ring instead of the corrosion resistance that we're not really making any use of in the first place. Degeneration Potions, that seems like it's complete garbage that I should throw away, whoops. Okay, let's see. Oh, nope, it was just a spell book and a Fountain of Blood. Just your average Monday evening. Okie dokes. Well, didn't go too poorly at the end of the day there. And hopefully we can now just get back into the regular swing of things, though this is immediately looking like a less than ideal fight. Never mind, it was easy. Thanks, Uskayaw. Oh, you won, my friend. And a couple more heal wounds potions. Definitely much needed. Update to our consumable situation. Oh hey, look at that, we did finally hit all those skills. I'm guessing armor and dodging were training for quite a while there, and Invo probably got hit pretty quick. So oh gosh, what do I even do? I'll eventually probably just put invocations on and let it train to its logical conclusion. I guess I am a sucker for evocations. I don't know if I can say no to turning that on for at least a bit here. Fighting as well. Why not? Yeah, no, fighting at only 10.5 cost should tick along relatively fast. And beautiful. Right, I don't have fire resistance, but apparently I'll just get lucky against that son of a gun. Oh my. Just close the gap, please. Just using the Wand of Flame for no reason other than convenience and laziness. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Wait, what was that spear like? I'm not gonna switch to it, but willpower, resist corrosion, see invisible. It's half decent. Nothing incredible, nothing to write home about or change years in life, but Always fun to see new things. There we go. Finally, get the stones taken off our auto pickup. And I guess with that, now is probably the time I go to Orc. I've overstayed my welcome here a bit more than I originally planned, to say the least. Also did not know that I left some fiery friends sitting around. Low. And there we go. Nope, do not fight the demon. Dang you, Tab. Oh, and confusion is not great, but we'll try to just whack our way through it, and it does seem to work out in the interim there. Beautiful. Ooh. Etten is a little bit rougher, though. What do I do with you, friend? I guess we try to get some blasts. Do not let that son of a gun get into close range, especially, I think I just saw they had a Holy Wrath weapon again. I think the dungeon just maybe is trying to get us killed here. It keeps throwing all these holy branded weapons in the hands of monstrous enemies. But hey, we're managing to scrape by the skin of our teeth for now. Let's just hope that that keeps up for the next while, shall we? Hello, Maurice. Ooh, Preservation Cloak instead of Poison Resistance. Also, definitely give me back my Fear Scrolls, you son of a gun. What do I wish to go there? I mean, chances are I'm pretty likely to end up in the Scarf of Resistance, because I do really need some source of fire resistance here. But that's a bridge we'll burn when we get there. Otherwise... Oof, what can I throw away? Maybe I do just enchant up my rapier. Oh, same question comes up to whether or not I brand it as well, or rebrand it, I should say. Well, I am not feeling very decisive today. I know, shocker, what else is new, but just pick up that for the time being. And then let's get back into things here, shall we? See what the shops have in store for us. Oh, there's another Etten. Oh, that's fun. That is very neat and cool. Go, Flame Beast, go. I believe in you. You're killing it, buddy. Keep it up. Oof. You know, no matter how we slice this, it's looking like, oh, there we go, you're dead anyway. Never mind. Ignore me. We'll get that son of a gun. We get our final upgrade to bony plates. So we're up to 17 shielding without a shield in hand, which is fantastic. I do eventually here need to figure out something in that department. Should try to find ourselves a shield. But hey, maybe the shop in here we can find a beautiful artifact buckler that we can kind of introduce ourselves to the school with. Hello, friends. Hello. This looks to be Big Boy Zone. Yep. Oof. That's a lot of mighted friends. I'm very close to being able to mind meld and blow someone up. So I'm tempted to do so. Oh wait, I can do it now. What am I thinking? That resets us so that we'll get the paralyzed back again. Or never mind. Might have skipped through that tier. I'm always a bit shaky on how some of that mechanic works, because sometimes it feels like in one fight I can get like 17 dance solos. Other times it's like this and it's just the one. Regardless, they're all dead, so it worked out fantastically. And can't exactly complain. I think in terms of the brand weapon question that has come up a couple times now, I might hold off until I have a potential replacement as an option, because at least at that point we can be pretty safe that even if we completely ruin everything by changing it into a horrible brand, it's not the end of the world. We'll still have a few different options, a bit of recourse to take advantage of in that department. So the more I think about it, the more I do come to realize that I think Uskayaw was on our already won with list, but that's fine. I'm having fun, and that's the more important part of the equation in that regard. But okie dokie. There we have it. Orc is completely cleared. I guess it could just head over to our S branches. Probably would be Swamp to start off with here. We have the cold resistance for bog bodies. We have poison resistance for, you know, the vast majority of everything else. Shouldn't go horribly. Maybe, just maybe, we are prepared. Let's at least head that direction. Oof. Stretch out the hand a bit and see how she goes. Oh, I don't have fire resistance. Well, that went way better than it should have by any considerations. Well, I'm not going to learn from my mistake apparently either, and we're just going to continue heading into things here. Ooh, Amulet of Regeneration. I am very tempted to grab. I'll leave you for now, but I should remember that that's there, because it's likely that we'll try to swap into that bad boy at some point during our adventure. We shall see how it goes. Oh, okay, I was about to say I shouldn't be fighting you next to a tree, but never mind. At the very least, we do enough damage to chunk through you in relatively short order. Fantastic. And we're slowly but surely building up our stockpile of consumables again after going through them oh so many times. Ring of Intelligence, no thank you. And not too shabby. Definitely read an ID. I don't know, what am I looking for from scrolls? Oh, I guess magic mapping, which we just ID'd there, is pretty solid. Definitely nice to have that around for any future time portals that we run into, if not that, then at the very least for when we inevitably make our way to Zot, since this character's, for sure going all the way. Never a doubt in my mind. How do I fare against a Bunya boy? Okay. Goes decently enough here, so that's a lovely bit of confidence we can put down. Hello, my bloated friend. I guess we're just face tanking it. Oh, and there's another one. Ooh, what fun. We'll focus down the Hydra to start off. Get the shock at the perfect timing. Goliath Frog does not handle the bloated husk, so that's fantastic. Oh, I also did not realize that we had a reaching frog behind you, my friend. Probably should have been a little more cautious in that encounter, but hey, it worked out. Yeah, do it. Speaking of, let's heal up. Ooh. Good thing we did have to heal up and come up these stairs, though, because I did not notice that this buckler dropped. Gosh, there's got to be something I can get rid of, right? Enchant armor. Oh, my dex gloves are already max enchanted. Son of a gun. So maybe hold off. Maybe actually chill for a moment. Poison scrolls, vulnerability, I guess I'm probably not going to use. Again, it's one of those things where if I'm being honest with myself, it's just going to sit in my backpack all game. But I'm a bigger fan of being dishonest with my own brain, so we will continue to live in that fantasy world and instead Cloak of Preservation. Let's start just focusing down shields just a smidge here. Oh, that's not shields. Let's try that again. Focus down shields here just a smidge. Perfect. I'm at 0.5, and if I throw on this bad boy, I don't think it's negatively affecting me yet. It does bring us up to 21 shielding, so would like to wield that bad boy for the time being. Holy moly. Well, that escalated very quickly. What do I do with all of you? Looks like I might have Mind Meld just in time to take care of the Mighted Crocodile, so that's perfect. Otherwise, that was looking like a much, much worse encounter at the tail end of things there. Beautiful. And hopefully we've settled a bit more into a bit of a steady state here. We shall see. Of course, no promises. That's the thing about playing a bit of a squishy Dexy boy, is things can very quickly take a bit of a tumble downhill. But for this moment in time, I'm feeling good, feeling happy, and feeling all fronts. Potion of Magic, also very nice because we do have the magic shield effect here, so that's fantastic. In fact, yeah, we're looking pretty close to all of our mutations being in a pretty solid spot. Datura, no thank you. And beautiful. I mean, there's still this entire stone structure in the center, which usually in this game indicates a terrifying increase in the difficulty of monsters that you're going to run into, but hey, maybe this time it's different. Maybe this time it's just a nice bit of shelter that we can run off to and hang out in. Not a care in the world. I mean, Shambling Mangrove is not great. Or totally fine, never mind. Ignore me. Oh, holy moly though. That's not what I expect to find down here. Yeah, I'll grand finale you, I think. Couldn't possibly get worse than that, right? Tentacled monstrosity is brutal. Son of a gun. How did I not see it coming? I could try to fight for a little bit here and see how it goes. If I can get the first one to die in the stun, and then second one to, never mind, also die in the stun. That's definitely what I was going for there. Perfect. Oh, me oh my. Well, never a dull moment at least. What can I say? The dungeon knows how to keep things interesting, at the very least. Holy moly. Well, let's try to get our first rune or two before we sign off for the evening. There we go, yeah. Target down all the heavy hitters during the dance solo phase, and that goes perfectly. Man, I love Uskayaw. I think Uskayaw is probably the closest I've come to having a competitor to Gozag in terms of my favorite deity. The one factor there that makes it a hard fight for Uskayaw is that Gozag is good on any character, no matter what approach I'm taking, pretty dang solid. Versus I find Uskayaw, you have to kind of play into the standard builds of it. For me, that's always a quick short blade style. But still just so much fun. Oh my gosh. In fact, did I do an Uskayaw 15 rune? Or did I do that offline at some point? Because it's also, I think, the only way to do a melee-based 15 rune character. Just because it gives you enough flexibility. And the dance solo, while doing just absurd amounts of damage with backstabs, also contributes to, you know, staying alive, because it just gives you a tiny bit of downtime mid-encounter. And then all of it culminates, of course, in grand finale, very appropriately so. Because much like how casting Maxwell's capacitive coupling very much trivializes all the Panlord fights on a caster character, grand finale also does wonderfully rather, for dealing with those sons of guns. Oh gosh, Louise. One of the few rare occasions where it would have actually been appropriate to say geez Louise, and I of course missed the opportunity. Great work, Brain. But I don't have the willpower to deal with Louise right now. Don't have silence scrolls, because that would be the other option. Can Louise see invisible? I don't recall off the top of my head. Oof, do I have to turn around? Do I have to come back at a later date? It's probably the right move. I definitely do not want an unscheduled trip into the realms of chaos. And you know, we don't have too much time left in the stream here today. So what do we do? Maybe I do just change gears. We should do alright in Spider. We have Reflection, so we might get into some fun Orb Spider shenanigans. Let's check it out. We'll dip a toe in, you know, a bit of a temperature check, as it were. I mean, this is a pretty brutal start to the area. I mean, nothing we can't handle because we are absolutely killing it. Holy moly. Yeah, never mind. No problems whatsoever. 2 Emperor Scorpions on Spider 1. What are you doing, game? And Ghost Moth, as much as it sucks not being able to see them, we're at least not hit too hard. We lose our mana shield and that's about it. Otherwise, can just smash our faces into the invisible wall that we call our enemies. Hello, Asterion. You're still not great, but you are at least better than Louise. So here we are. Oh, except I really do not like the snail showing up. That's got to be rectified immediately. Perfect. Murder you. Okay. Well, I was starting to get worried for a split second there. Turns out for no reason whatsoever. Holy crap. I feel like we're gonna keep this ricocheting rebounding effect of supreme confidence to pure panic. And that's just our lives now. The constant jump between the two. Okie dokie. Fortunately, nothing for the Wrathy boy to enrage there, so that's beautiful. Just this weird clear path into... I was gonna say Rosebud, but that's not... Your name is Rosalind? Rosalind? Why am I blanking on your name, friend? Brain is definitely, again, as mentioned quite a while ago now, starting to... still going towards shutting down completely. It's a good thing this Monday was off, because if I had to focus on work stuff, I don't know how cohesive of a job I would do. Okay. Shoot me. Orb me. Orb me, you son of a gun. Oh, I think I did. I did reflect it. I mean, I already murdered this the poor spider before it had the chance to see its own magic wand. Or, its own rot magic worked against it, but still very fun and very cool. And very legal. Marcus. Perfect mark trap. The only enemy on the floor is a immutable statue, so love it, love it. And oof. Right. Fusion and all that. Oh, hi Azul. How's it going, my friend? Maybe I do just use a Curian. I'm sure we have plenty. Yeah, we do have a decent chunk of change there. Decent number of those bad boys. And ooh. You're gonna have to just be... Wait. Grand finale. Yes. Yes. And let's actually walk out of here. Just in case I don't successfully redirect the orb, I could just get deleted. So, seems prudent to potentially be cognizant of that. Could I get other spiders next to me so this rad boy doesn't radiate the ever-living crap out of us? Oh my gosh. I triple blocked the same Orb of Destruction? Huh? You can... That's allowed? Well, how about that? Seems like a waste to grand finale on our Orb Spider friends, so we'll just walk past them and do it to you instead. Perfect. And not too shabby. I mean, Spider is definitely looking way more manageable than Swamp did. Even before we ran into the impassable bits of Swamp. Okay. Let's hope I didn't speak too early. No, never mind. Never mind. Agnes is already dead. Holy moly. So they're saying there's a chance that we find ourselves with a rune in the next few minutes here. Next few moments, I should say, more accurately. Scrolls of Noise. Similar to the vulnerability where I do have a mental block that is constantly telling myself that I will make good use of a scroll of noise in some fun and creative way and very rarely end up actually coming to fruition, but well, at least think about it. That's worth something, right? Ooh, so we start to stumble around confused next to deep water. Fortunately, no longer as much of an issue as it was back in the day, but still not grand. And beautiful. Nope. Let's instead heal up. So we immediately have new friends coming in. Oh my gosh, and we've already hit our evocations limit. Man, I'm gonna run out of things to train, I guess. I did say that Invo was eventually just gonna get turned on and then left on. Is it already that time? A bit earlier than I would normally do. So maybe to balance it out here, we'll also do some fighting. Get a bit of additional hit points, help to stay alive. Oh, Ghost Moth died. Collateral damage there, that is wild. I think I will head upstairs just to reset, even though just a Ghost Moth, or rather a Wrathful Moth, isn't really too much of a tumble, as it were. And holy moly. Still somehow burning through these sons of guns and keeping ourselves in one piece while we're at it. Absolutely lovely. Ah, Death Scarab. Fortunately cannot be brought into a berserk state. Otherwise, those like Wrath Moths, normally such a painful point of Spider just because of how they amplify everyone else's abilities, but today apparently not a care in the world. Just gonna basically ignore them to the utmost degree. Dang it, I did lose my grand finale just in time for this son of a gun to make an appearance, and there we go. Make sure we don't get any irradiation coming our way. Unavoidable high damage is never the ideal situation, as it were. And more invisible friends. Why, hello there. Yeah, it's wild that Ghost Moths at this point seem to be more manageable in this character in huge groups of enemies, just because we get the pain bond and it kind of just takes care of itself, that problem. But I guess technically at the end of the day, the best moth of ghostliness is a dead one. I could get more AC. Again, it leaves me at the impasse of having to come up with what the heck I want to drop. Maybe Staff of Air. Keep saying I'll keep you around for emergencies. Hasn't really come up. I'll just go to 25 armor class for now. Spiders deal a decent amount of physical damage, so I think it will be prudent to do so as we finish off the final floor of the area. Hello, hello. Oh, speak of the devil, an electrical themed enemy. Perfect. And that's where the ghost, dang it, I keep saying ghost, where the Moth of Wrath would have really done a number on us. Because enraging an enemy that has an elemental attack we have 0 resistance to, not great. Shockingly enough. And I do mean shockingly. Pun originally not intended, and then halfway through very much became intended. Which I apologize deeply for. Otherwise, fantastic. Okay, I was about to say, I wonder what our final layout is going to look like. Is this just not the same like the undead? It's spectral spiders and death scarabs. Is that the only end to the spider that exists these days? Or am I losing my mind? I feel like this is the only final vault that I've seen in recent memory in Spider. Ah. Hello there, my invisible friend. Fortunately, you decided to fly over water, otherwise it could have been an embarrassing amount of time before I figured that out. I also do think we just did achieve the dream there, reflected the orb directly back into our spider friend. Also, let's block that door properly. Fantastic.